welcome to Grandma Dathys Kitchen. I got a real good one for you today. We're continuing in our series with the Dathys, and we're also continuing celebrating Black History Month, and we're going to make pasta, Cajun pasta with shrimp. All right? You're going to need your pasta. This you're going to need because we're using shrimp, and it's going to kick it up a notch. Okay, you need your shrimp. This is about 2 pounds of shrimp, and you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. This is for our roux. And you're gonna need lemon. You know I got lemon out back, and I love to use lemon. And this is the garlic, and this is red bell peppers, and that's green onions. And this is onions and bell pepper there. Okay, so we are going to get started, and this is fast and easy because you know at Grandma Dathys Kitchen we want to make it fast, easy, fantastic, and delicious. All right, okay.
And so with this, we actually have some bell peppers, some onions. I have some serrano peppers in here to give it another kick. And I have some Roma tomatoes because it's going to give our sauce a really good consistency. So I just put a little bit of Roma tomatoes, and I put about half of each bell pepper, half of red, half of green, and I put maybe about 2 tablespoons of onion at most for the onions, because I don't like too much onion in my pasta. I don't like crunching down on onion. We are going to saute it and make it really yummy, but just something about biting into an onion while you're trying to jam on some pasta. We like, what do you say, Grandma? We like to taste it.
We want the flavor, but we don't want to chew on
crunch.
Yeah.
Not for something like this.
Right.
So you guys can meet us at the stove.
So I have pasta here. So it's a pound of pasta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it by directions. I'm going to pour it in and let it cook until it's soft. Until it's soft to my taste, okay? All right. So this is just water and salt.
Melted down. Now we're going to put that pepper mixture. You know, typically anything Cajun, a true Cajun dish, would have onions, celery, and bell peppers, the holy trinity. But this is pasta, so we just held the celery and I added some tomatoes. So I am going to cook this until everything is translucent and broken down pretty nicely, and I'll be back to show you guys the next step. So now you guys can kind of see that everything is sweating. Remember, I just added the tomatoes for consistency. They make a really nice consistency. So now I'm adding my tablespoon of garlic until I'm turning down my fire and adding my garlic until fragrant. Remember, you want to toss that garlic around until fragrant. You see how pretty that is? What you say, Grandma? Smell it?
Yeah. Smell it. Flip of the wrist, flip that wrist.
Okay, so now we're just taking out all our yummy veggies. We're going to pull them. Let's go fishing. Let's take them all out so that we can start our sauce.
Yeah, so I have about my noodles are cooking, and so I have about 10 more minutes to go before because I want them soft. I don't want them too hard. Okay.
And remember, guys, for me, I just don't want. I just do equal parts of flour to butter or oil, whatever fat you want to use. I did equal parts this time. It did not ball up so much, so I'm just sprinkling it in. And that's the roux, and we're getting all the goodies down at the bottom. That's the key. Those are flavor builders. Remember, I love layers of flavor. We're going to add our heavy whipping cream to that, and that's the base of our sauce. And remember, whatever we don't want, or if it's too thick for us, all we do is thin it out later. So I'm gonna let this get a little thick before I start to add the cheese, so I can see its true consistency before that cheese starts to go in there and melt and lock it up.
Welcome back. Now I'm gonna saute the shrimp. Okay. Now all that's in here is just the Old Bay. We got the Old Bay seasoning on them, and we're gonna saute them. And usually we saute them after we do the vegetables.
In this same pot, we would have sauteed those vegetables, but our aunt is on a diet, and she does not want it in any pasta. She's gonna have her shrimp over salad. So we just cooked it separately, so after we're done sauteing it up, we'll put hers right over a salad for her. You guys can have Cajun shrimp just over.
You can use it over rice,
salad,
or you can use it over salad, or you can use it over frozen vegetable and use it over that. Many ways you can use it.
And while she's doing that, so now our sauce has come to a nice slow boil, and that's really what we want. So now I'm gonna take my Old Faithful, see that slow boil, and I'm just gonna start dropping in. I use the block cheese because it melts much better to me. But you can use shredded cheese. I love shredded cheese, but if I have the block, I'm using it. Then I don't have to shred the block cheese. You can, if you're making a cheese sauce like this, slice it up quick. It's really, really quick. So you don't have to worry about shredding the block cheese. We used to think, oh, we gotta shred cheese because we're making mac and cheese. No, you don't. If you're making a cheese sauce, it's gonna do the same thing. You see that? It is going to melt. Same way shredded cheese is gonna melt, just bigger shreds. And then I'm adding some grated Parmesan. However much you like. The cheese is all up to you. You don't want to break it, but the cheese is all up to you. I'm just showing you guys how to make a quick pasta sauce. Right. So you don't have to use the canned stuff, but do not get me wrong. I love the ragu, the prego. I love all of the jar stuff, and there's such thing as doctoring up. So you can use my same recipe with a jar of prego and just add some mozzarella cheese to the canned cheese sauce. Add some veggies to it. Add whatever you like to your cheese sauce, and look at it.
That's right.
It's a nice, beautiful cheese sauce, and when I tell you, it is so good. It's nothing like fresh, but you can always doctor up. Like, we'll take Jiffy cornbread mix and add buttermilk and honey, and you have something that tastes like you use corn. What is it?
From scratch.
Yeah. I totally
Cornmeal.
Yeah, the cornmeal. I totally had a brain fart. Thanks for saving me, Grandma. Yeah, so This is how, so now that I have it beautifully and I have all my cheeses in here, what I like to do, what I love to do, because any good cook, you want to taste it. The cheese is on point, doesn't need any more cheese. Now what it needs is that seasoning. So I'll be back to grab it. I'm going to add that seasoning. That's Cajun seasoning. Additional to the Cajun seasoning, I'm slapping y'all with that Black History. Just spices all up. A little drop goes a long way. And I'm not even a heat fanatic, even though my cousin is. I'm not a heat fanatic. So now I'm adding all my goodies in here.
Most of your cousins are.
Yeah, most of my cousins.
You got lots of cousins.
Love the heat. You were right. The boys mainly.
Yeah, the boys, right.
They can have a hot wing challenge. And so now we mixing all that in, and you see all of those beautiful flavors. And grandma over here on the shrimp. Saucing and tossing. Saucing and tossing. Saucing and tossing.
That's right.
And so it's really nice. Now hand me your shrimp, Grandma. And now what we do is we add those shrimp so they can get lost in the sauce. Now that's Cajun, baby. And you see, now we have all those big shrimp, and she's on the last batch of shrimp. Bless you, Grandma.
Thank you.
Peppers. So this is your Cajun shrimp pasta.
There you have it.
Cajun pasta with
shrimp. This is a beautiful Valentine's Day dish.
You can serve it for Valentine's Day. This is an all-purpose
dish. That's right.
You can have this any time of the year. I actually get this at Chili's all the time. This is my favorite thing to get from Chili's. So if you want to know where it's at, tap into this right here. Let's tell them what it tastes like.
Let's try it and see what it tastes like.
We'll use some of this lemon. Give it this squeeze in over those big shrimp.
Oh yes. Delicious. Delicious.
Do you guys see that pull though?
It makes you slap your grandma. Like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your notification button on. Some people don't have their notification button on. Turn your notification button on so that when we put up a new recipe, you get a notification.
Yeah.
Okay? And so I want you to tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your co-workers that subscribe to Grandma Dathys Kitchen. We are committed to bring you fast, easy, delicious, and fantastic recipes that you can cook in your own home, in your own kitchen, to your own family. You know?
Home life matters.
That's right. Home life matters. Now, you know that because of last year, because of the pandemic. So home life matters. Learn how to feed your family some of your cooking. When I met my second husband, he took me to Marino Del Rey, and we had steak and lobster. But then I told him I'll make him the next time I'll make him a dinner. And then after I made him that dinner, people, I'm telling you, he fell in love with me.
Never wanted to go again.
He never wanted to go out, take me out again. Listen. So,
and my man does the same thing. He want to come home for dinner. He never even believed in a pot before he met me, and now I gotta use it.
That's right.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the wrist, like Grandma said.
That's right.
And if you want your man to do the same, grab your Dathys Mississippi Soul Food Cookbook.
Yes.
Support black businesses.
And if you order one, you go to Grandma Dathys' kitchen, and then you can order one, and I'll autograph it and send it back to you by return mail. All right? Happy eating to you.